How much do you think nutrition and food impacts performance?
I think, if I'm honest, it's probably one of, if not the most important aspect of not just football and athlete in general. The better your nutrition is essentially your fuel.
Yeah.
If you don't fuel yourself right, you're not going to be able to perform at your kind of top level.
Yeah. Are you vegan or are you
Not vegan.
carnivore?
Carnivore, yeah.
What type of meals do you have on a kind of day-to-day basis? What does your plate consist of?
In terms of specific meals, I'm a bit of a gym bro, as they call it. I'm more of just chicken, rice, and vegetables.
Yeah.
I kind of eat that every day.
Simple. 1 cup, 2 cups of rice?
Maybe 3 sometimes.
Where are you from, country?
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Rice, carbs,
Yeah.
vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yeah.
Obviously rice for carbohydrates. That kind of fuels your glycogen stores.
Yeah.
And that's what you use for your energy when you're playing on the pitch. Protein to promote muscle building and muscle repair, because obviously when you're in the gym, you do need to repair your muscle, because your muscle is essentially like tearing while you're lifting weights and stuff. And obviously vegetables just to get the essential minerals in your diet. So
Do you eat much fried food? If so, how much fried food do you actually eat?
I don't eat too much. I try to avoid it.
Yeah.
Just because obviously I think fried food essentially, I think it's saturated fats that it brings in.
Saturated.
I think it's saturated, and that's not what you want in your diet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's unsaturated fats you want in your diet.
Do you feel well, especially in the early days when you were in your teens, do you feel that when you have like a KFC or like some fried chicken from Morley's or something, the next day that you play, you feel quite sluggish, quite heavy? Do you feel that?
Nowadays, yes.
Yeah.
The early days, no.
You just crack on in
Just
it.
crack on, yeah. But nowadays, I definitely don't eat a day before football.
So match day -1.
Match day -1.
What does that consist of?
Usually, so if I go through a day of eating, it'll be eggs, beans, avocado, and toast.
And that's your first meal a day?
First meal, yeah. Lunch will usually be chicken, rice, and vegetables. And then dinner will usually be fish, rice, and vegetables. I kind of like eating fish.
Yeah.
At match day -1 and on match day. Just kind
like
of
cod. It's just light.
Yeah, not even cod. Salmon or sea bass.
Salmon and sea bass.
Yeah.
The paycheck's different. Salmon and sea bass. I'm going Lidl and getting the cod loin, the wild caught cod loin. There we go. And in terms of the water and hydration, stuff that you drink, are you just an old school water guy, or do you tend to have the newer stuff like the Lucozades and you get the primes and all these new stuff, or do you use any like electrolyte powders, or what do you do for hydration?
I think hydration day to day, usually just water.
Water.
I try to think 2 or more litres a day.
Yeah.
Just keep myself hydrated. And usually on match days, I use them SIS gels. Those electrolyte gels.
Yeah, Sports and Science.
Yeah. I really like having them just before I go out for football.
Shout out Sports and Science.
Shout out Sports and Science.
Science and Sport, I think.
Science and Sports, yeah.
Shout out Science and Sport.
Yeah, I like to have that just before I go out to play and at half time.
And moving on to kind of your endeavours outside of football, you've recently launched the sock brand, the grip sock brand, Volair.
Yes, yeah.
We've got them on today. If you want to, freedom to perform. That's what we've got going on.
That's our slogan. We just want to give athletes the freedom to perform, essentially, with our apparel. So we started off with grip socks. It's actually not just me, it's me and my friend.
You co-founded it?
Co-founded, yeah.
And it kind of... Shout out the co-founder.
Shout out the co-founder. He actually brought the idea to me. So I think January 2024, we both just wanted to kind of do a bit more of a live one. So he just called me, said, do you want to start a grip sock?
And you wanted to kind of stay within sport.
Yeah,
Stick
definitely.
In kind of the area that you're already in.
Definitely, yeah. It kind of made sense. I think because we would enjoy it more, because we're still in the sport and we're making something for our sport, we definitely enjoy it more.
Yeah.
And we found that, number one, grip shots usually have these kind of funky designs on the back.
Yeah.
We wanted to go for a more simplistic design.
Simple, effective, nice. It still has that aesthetic appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence the wings.
Yeah.
And the wings are kind of just subject freedom.
Yeah.
And that's what our slogan is, freedom to perform.
The ability to kind of just move freely and not kind of get blisters within your boot and,
Essentially, yeah. And just to kind of improve, as they say, traction control in players' boots. What
are some of the challenges that, in terms of like the feedback that other players have with grip socks?
I think so far, the players we've got it to, so we've given it to non-league players, yourself, we've given it to pro players as well. I think a lot of them said on first glance they look clean, which is what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
I think the whole unboxing experience
yeah,
is just really kind of just the experience, really kind of premium.
Yeah.
We don't have premium prices, but we wanted to give a premium experience when you're taking out the
Do you mind if $13.99 was the price, which is it's competitive. It allows them to obviously stay in business, but it's also, you know, it doesn't break the bank, so it was really good.
And we also do a 3 for 2 deal, so you essentially get 3 socks for the price of 2.
Yeah.
So again, with the unboxing experience, we wanted to make the most comfortable socks possible. So we've been testing for like over a year, and what we found with a lot of the suppliers, the socks that we had, they kept on ripping, which is not only an issue we had, but an issue that a lot of footballers and whatnot have had as well in the past. So we wanted to really create a sock that's number one, stylish, number one, does what it says in our book, which is being grippy, keeping your foot fixed in your boot.
Yeah.
And number two,
I can attest to it. You know, wearing them, the whole experience of trying them on, which we also caught on camera, the whole experience of trying them on, taking them out the package was sleek and clean and fresh. Also, the material that you use for the packaging is obviously sustainable. It was really just, it was premium.
Yeah.
Putting the socks on, they kind of like stuck to my foot. They fitted to my foot nicely and took the shape to my foot. They were soft. The whole experience was really good, and it stood out for me because I've used other brands in the past and it didn't have that type of feel. So yeah, hats off to you guys. I didn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
But I was definitely surprised with, you know, it took so long for you to get it to the market.
Definitely,
you got it to the market, and you got it to the market perfectly well. So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Kudos on that one.
It took us a year and a half, but you know, better late than never, I guess.
What do you, I mean, so the grip sock venture is obviously well underway. You can go online now, volairapparel.co.uk, and get that. What kind of things do you like doing to kind of like separate yourself from football?
I think I'm a bit boring, you know. Like,
who's to say? Who's judging?
Saturday nights usually consist of just me getting a takeout.
Yeah.
And then just watching, like, I love watching anime. And I love watching rom-coms as well.
Why are footballers so into anime? What happened there? Like, what is it about anime that appeals to you?
Do you know what it is? Well, firstly, the way it looks, unbelievable. And secondly, a lot of the animes I watch, for example, if we speak about My Hero Academia, Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer, a lot of them just kind of promote the thought of being resilient and never giving up. The
values, kind of like, traditional values.
And those are the kind of values I kind of try to bring to myself just from playing football. So,
it's just pretty much kind of like chilling, rest, recover.
Rest and recover, yeah.
Do you do anything specific for recovery? Because at the moment, you had an injury. Yeah. Do you mind sharing a bit more about the injury that you had, how it happened, and how the recovery's been on that?
So the injury happened the beginning of March. So I have a grade 2/3, on the cusp of 3, MCL injury in my left knee, which is just the ligament right here.
Yeah.
And it happened, how did it happen? I think the ball was coming at the back post. I planted my left foot and the guy's just kind of come straight at the back of it while the foot's still planted in the ground. And then it's just kind of caused my knee to just, I guess, buckle.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a very painful experience.
So it wasn't at the time your knee wasn't firmly planted, it was kind of maybe like loose?
I think it probably was firmly planted.
So it's firmly in and it's just kind of like gone?
Yeah, and the fact it was firmly planted and the guy's just come from the back of it probably caused it to have so much damage. What's
the recovery process been like for that? I mean, the most painful injury that I've had, fortunately, has been a grade 2 hamstring.
Okay.
I've obviously had loads of ankle rolls and knocks on the ankle. This left ankle is weak as hell. But what's the recovery process been like? The recovery is horrible. It can be quite stressful at times for players that want to play.
Definitely.
But just kind of talk us through that.
The recovery process, well, firstly, I'm seeing a physio. I think that is the most important thing any athlete has to do.
Professional help, yeah.
See a professional physio. Because, of course, they have the supreme knowledge to help you. And it's just been a lot of strengthening. Just strengthening the muscles around it, strengthening my quads, my hamstring. I did sustain a little bit of injury and inflammation around my PCL, which is right at the back of my knee. Hence why I've had to strengthen my hamstrings, my quads, and kind of just get my muscles stronger than they were before. Yeah. So that they're able to get
it back. It's like kind of getting back in the black, and then beyond it.
Essentially, yeah. And that's really it, really. A lot of bike work. So I've been working on my aerobic capacity.
Yeah.
Just to
getting oxygen through the muscles again.
Yeah.
Through the blood,
and not just that, just improve my aerobic capacity. I think that's something that's frowned upon in football as well. A lot of people say not to do 5Ks and whatnot, but I think the off season is the best time.
Get that aerobic activity in, yeah. 10K runs, 5K runs. You can get to the sprint intervals later. You can build that back up, that conditioning later.
Yeah, 100%.
But listen, doing a few 5K, 10K runs at the start, it's not going to kill you. Like, it's only going to benefit you.
And it helps your recovery between sprints as well.
Yeah.
So it just stops you from gassing out as quickly as others.
Are you using like any ice baths or you using the sauna or
none of that, you know, to be honest.
The compression boots?
I did use compression boots the first 2-3 weeks. My physio actually loaned it to me just to get more blood flowing into my knee, because obviously I wasn't moving at all. I was in a brace, I was on crutches, so obviously because I wasn't walking, there was a lot less blood flowing into my knee as there should have been. So the first 3 weeks, yeah, but now a lot of bike work, a lot of stretching, and that's about it,
yeah. And going into the season that's just gone, you obviously did get injured after about 20 matches or so, 15, 20 matches. But you still had a fine season. You're still very much a popular person in the dressing room.
Definitely. Yeah.
You won Coaches Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And obviously you were a part of that Middlesex Cup run, which you obviously won at Broadfields. Talk us through the season, how the season went for you, how you felt, a bit about that.
Season was probably
proud achievement, obviously.
Yeah, thank you very much. Season was probably one of the best I've had in non-league to date. I think the previous 2 years I've struggled, probably 3-4. I've struggled with a lot of confidence and a lot of anxiety as well. Oddly enough, I think this is something that a lot of people suffer as well. Just being anxious on the pitch, like causing my. That's
what people think. I think they assume that just because you're at that level and obviously you're playing in front of people, that it's just normal. I think there is always that kind of like the butterfly feeling, the anxiety that comes about. Yeah.
I think a little bit is nice, but a lot of it, which I struggled with, is just too much and it kind of affects your game. I think being nervous kind of sharpens your senses.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit good to be nervous.
It's good to be kind of like unrelaxed a bit.
Yeah. But I had it too much. But this season, probably one of the best. I had a team that trusted me, not just my team, but my coaches as well. Allowed me to thrive in that environment. Allowed me just to be myself.
Yeah.
And
you seem like your body language, you seem much more relaxed.
Definitely, yeah.
You look like you obviously sound and look like you're enjoying your football at the moment as well, yeah.
And to be honest, I'm looking forward to continuing with them this season as well, just as long as I'm back fit, which should be hopefully 6 to 7 weeks, I hope.
So obviously 6 to 7 weeks. We're currently in the off season. Are you training? What type of training are you doing at the moment?
A lot of training. So as I said, a lot of aerobic work on the bike. I don't have enough range of movement
for anything too intense.
Yeah, so I'm not able to run. However, I've just started doing a bit of training and technical work with my friend in the park.
Yeah.
So sharpening my technical skills, as I haven't played football for like 3 months. So I need to be able to essentially handle the ball for when I'm able to return to football.
Talk to me about what the future holds for you in terms of your football career. You don't have to go into you know where you want to be playing or how the level or whatever, but do you have any kind of like personal goals, whether it be individual, team-based, the level that you're at? Talk to me about kind of the future aspirations.
I think future aspirations, if we look at this season, I want to get back fitter and stronger than I was ever before.
First and foremost.
Yeah. I think that's really a given.
Yeah.
I think secondly, I want to go for a stat-based achievement, and I want to try and get 5 assists for the first part of the season. And I want to score more goals. I haven't scored in
which is what we just spoke about.
Yeah. So I want to be able to score more goals in the season. And 3, just enjoy my football.
Yeah.
I think it's something, bar last year, I haven't really done at all. And I want to enjoy my football, so I'd say those are my 3 goals for the coming season.
I think it comes down to that whole thing about the higher that you get in football, it becomes a career, a job per se.
Definitely.
And it's very easy for a lot of players to kind of just treat it like that and lose that whole enjoyment of like being at Power League and being just on the pitch messing around and pulling each other's shirts to cut. You lose that kind of enjoyment of it. So to get that back, whether you're at non-league, whether you're at professional level, it's obviously the best thing for everybody. So I hope that you do, get that enjoyment back.
I appreciate it.
And I appreciate you for obviously coming down and speaking to me. Hopefully we can do a gym session soon.
No, definitely.
Capture some of that for some content on that. But yeah, appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Take it.